Hello guys and welcome back to the Mark Effect. On this channel we're going to try and take you through some of our home projects, some DIY stuff, some technology stuff, and anything that doesn't really fit in with our other channel, Footsteps and Tire Trucks. Anyway, we're building a garden bar, garden pub, whatever you want to call it. And we started videoing it. We've been videoing it on our phones, just bits and pieces as we're going along. And I thought we better start trying to pull it in together. So anyway, what you're going to see is the lead up to where we are now. So we'll go on to that now and you can watch it. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about what we did after you saw the last bit.
Do you want to say anything for the camera?
Hey?
Do you want to say anything?
Well, we're in the process of building our new garden room, and we had a shell made that we've taken over now, and this is a rubber roof we're putting down. It's quite an interesting concept because you like roll a load of paste on and then brush the roof on the plastic on afterwards. So I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute. Lots of trim, there's lots of stages, but we'll show you each and every bit as we go to it. And apparently it comes with, is that a 10-year guarantee then?
I think it was more than that, but I think it was 30 years on the rubber.
How many?
30.
30 years on the rubber?
Yeah.
So if you've got a flat roof?
As long as you follow the instructions as it says, you know?
Yeah.
There's the adhesive.
Yeah, it's not easy in the slopes, but
I think if you were doing this all the time, then you probably got a particular way of doing it.
well, that's it for today. But I'm quite pleased with that. We're by no means professionals, but we've got the rubber roof on, it's all bonded, and tomorrow we'll be putting that trim on, the black plastic trim, and we'll be going somewhere. Let me take you in and show you anyway what we're got going on in here. It's all a bit dark and dingy at the moment. But this is going to be our games room, our bar, our garden room, whatever you want to call it. You can see we've got like plans what we're doing. Now the idea is it's going to be OBS on the bottom, and we're planning on painting that. So that's the OBS. That's what it's going to look like. It's got sort of a textured look to it. We're trying to do this on a budget as well, so some of the more expensive materials won't be used. Still with noggins and everything to put in the ceiling yet. So I've had to be very, very careful doing the roof today. So we'll have OBS coming up to here. Then we can have a shelf with a LED running all the way through, and it will be an LED will be controlled by a microprocessor, little microprocessor, so that we'll be able to control what it does with an app called WLED. So we'll be able to have patterns in it, and that will be routed into a shelf, and then from there upwards we're hoping to have pallet wood going up. Ceiling, we're not quite sure what we're going to cover the ceiling with yet, but we will be covering the ceiling with something. The floor will be like decking, and we're going for sort of a beachy hut sort of feel. So we'll be lifting up for decking. Down that far end will be a bar, like a bar with bar stools, all the drinks and mirrored glass there. We hope to have a fruit machine, and we hope to have an arcade machine here. Big leather settee, and it'll be heated by a diesel heater, which will be built in the next room and come through into this room. So that's where we are at the moment. And we'll continue this video tomorrow when we finish the roof off. But this is going somewhere. We'll take you through every step of the way. Like I say, no way are we professionals in any way, shape or form. Our background's IT, and V's background is data. So, you know, we're having a crack at it. Hopefully it'll work. And if we can do it, you can do it. Right, here we are again, and we're a couple of days later from the last time I've talked to you. I've now put a hole through, I'll just show you there, from the storeroom next door. That's where the diesel heater is going to come through. We've got a diesel heater, there it is in the box at the moment, all dusty, because I've just made everything dusty. The next stage is, as you can see, V's just cut all the battens. And so we're now going to put battens up for the all the wall. We've had the flooring joist delivered as well, so we're going to try and do that. And we're also trying to get the first fix of the electricity in today as well. No ends on it, just all the wiring going to the various different places. And hopefully the chap who did our electrics last time will come back and put a new consumer unit in for us. So we can have lights and electric in this side. But it's getting good. We'll show you again. We won't show you every step of the way because it will be boring. But we're going to keep on showing you a little bit as we're going along. And this will be one video that'll probably show you it all. And I might go into a little bit more detail when I start doing more intricate things. Anyway, we'll see you a little later. Right, here we are a day later, and things are starting to move on, aren't they? You can see there, V's put some paint on the lower side, on the outside. We're still going to finish off the roof yet, but you know, there's only two of us and we're not professionals, so it takes the time. Coming inside, when we last spoke to you yesterday, V just cut all the battens. All the battens are up. We've put some thermal insulation on the walls, and it is fireproof before you even comment. All the wires have been run into the various different locations. The hole has been cut for the diesel heater. I think that is actually, I spoke to you about that last time, the diesel heater, so that's where it's going to come in. And it will actually pump it through the floor. And we'll have two places in the floor that the warm air will come up. It is an outside room at the end of the day. 12-volt wiring. Now, this is something I'm quite looking forward to doing. We're going to have LEDs running around the entire room, and I'm going to use an ESP32 chip to control the LEDs, so there'll be indexable LEDs, so they will be able to be controlled. Each LED will be able to be controlled through an app, so that's going to be quite exciting. But when we get to that, we'll probably do an entirely separate video showing you how to go through the steps on doing that. I think you'll enjoy it. If you've got the slightest bit of I want to do things and make things look a little bit cooler, you will enjoy it. Up above, we've added some more noggins because our builder didn't really put all the noggins in, and I went up on the roof and it was bending in places, so we've decided just to put some extra noggins in. Is it overboard? I don't know. Who knows? But we had the wood there, so we thought we'd do it. The next stage is we've just swept it all out, and we're gonna put the framework in for the flooring.
Plastic membrane.
Oh yes.
Say it there if you don't get it.
We've also bought plastic membrane. And we've also bought this plastic membrane, which we'll lay on the floor first of all before we lay all the joists down for the flooring, and hopefully that will make it all damp free, stop it coming up through and protect the timbers, and make it a nice cosy place. Well, at the end of the day, and I'm absolutely shattered. We've achieved a lot. As you look around now, we've got some of the OBS boards on. We've got to do cuts, obviously, but we've just so shattered now. But that's going to be the next day's job. Now, as you look around, the polystyrene we've used is £59 on Amazon. And that was for 72 sheets, I believe. And we've left it, there's an air gap in between as well for airflow. Hopefully we're doing it right, we're going to find out. As we said earlier, all the cabling's in now. All the joists are in. Look, you can see me on them now. So they're taking my weight, no problem at all. Going to get the floor in now. We want this to have that sort of like almost beachy sort of beach hut feel, even though it's in our back garden and it's going to be a bar beach hut, you know, it's going to be our casual room sort of thing. So we're thinking about using some form of decking. Now, we have seen flat decking, smooth decking as they call it. Whether we can get it locally, I'm not sure. Otherwise, we're probably going to end up with decking. Not entirely sure. Remember, we're trying to do this on a budget. Everything we're going to do internally is going to be probably second hand, isn't it? Or we're going to hunt it out. So, and that's where we are at the moment. What do you think? You know, tell us. Would you do it differently? Would you have us come around and do yours? Not that I'm offering. Well, after the last bit of the video you saw, we'd just started putting the OBS boards up, hadn't we? Well, we're a long way ahead of that now. A few plans have changed slightly. We'll start with the ceiling. What we did with the ceiling is we used OBS boards on the ceiling as well. We've insulated it, and we didn't like the look very much. So we thought, how can we improve that? So we bought these MDF strips, and we've gone for this sort of Tudor paneling sort of idea. It was just a case of working it out mathematically, and then what we did is we first of all we tried nailing it up with a hammer and nail, you know, and it was a nightmare. So we went and bought ourselves a nail gun, and it just really made everything easy. So we did that, and that's all been painted and sealed with paint. The paint we used was like a chalk paint, and then we've gone over the chalk paint with an emulsion, and that's given that effect. I think it looks quite nice. Got all the lights all connected up. Wiring's not fully connected yet, but you can see all our sockets are in place now. We're just waiting for our electrician to come and finish the wiring. We've got one light switch left to do there. The OBS paneling around the edges, that has been done with the same idea, chalk paint and then an emulsion over the top. And I think you've got to agree that's going to look quite nice. We're the shelving. I'll come in here a bit so you can see it. What we've done is we've got normal wood, and we've added this trim to the edge of it, like a dado rail. Dado rail? I don't know what you call it really, but this little rail. And we were going to router the trim in for the LEDs, but what we're going to do now is we're just going to have this sit behind like that, and the idea is that will cast the light up. It'll run all the way around, but it casts the light up. So we've got that to do. That'll be a separate video though. Now, as we come around, what else have we done? The flooring. Now, we talked about the flooring, and we said we wanted to use flat decking. Well, we just couldn't get it at a good price. It seems to be that wood is very, very expensive at the moment. So in the end, we used MDF floorboards, and we've gone over the top with laminate. Now, I wish I'd videoed us doing the flooring, because it was a pain. It really was a pain. The reason I wish we could have shown you doing it is because there seems to be a certain technique. It took both of us to do it, because one person,
it was a bit of a struggle, but with 2 people, it just made the whole job a little bit easier. But that's done. So we got the flooring in, and we got the diesel heater working. It's all wired in. Now if I just come over here, there's a separate video on the diesel heater, but I'll just show you. And hopefully you can hear that. So we were going to go for vents in the floor, we changed our mind and decided to have a vent there and a vent just over there. And that warms the room up really, really quickly. I'll let that go for a while now because I don't want to shut them down. And that's where we are. Now, we said we wanted to get second-hand bits and pieces to do this out. The first purchase was this beautiful leather suite. Now, we've picked that up for under £200. And I think that's really, really nice. And we've got 2 leather chairs there for the bar. We managed to pick them up for £20 each. So that's really good price as well. I think we're going to bring the video to an end for this one now because it just go on and on and on. But what we'll do now is we'll do a second sort of stage as we start doing the next bits and pieces. Now, obviously the next bits and pieces, the WLED controller will be very soon. So that'll be a separate video. That'll be coming up very soon. And the paneling up here and on the pillows I'll be using pallets. We've got an idea how to do that, and we'll take you through that. I think I'll make a separate video how I do that as well, so you can see that as well. And hopefully you'll enjoy watching what we're doing. And if you do enjoy what we're doing, please consider subscribing so you see as it goes forward. And we'll be doing all sorts of bits of DIY and technology things. And if there's something you would like me to sort of discuss, have a go at, just comment down below, and if we can, we'll try and do it. And if your company wants some newbies to use one of your amazing products that's going to make life so much simpler, please get in contact and we'll certainly have a go with it. Anyway, for now, that is it, and I will hopefully see you in the next video, guys. Look after yourselves. See you later. Bye.